So we're live.
Hey, we're out here on the new Berry Center Studios
Veranda.
What a veranda it is.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, welcome to Jason and TroyOn. That's Jason. I'm Troy. We're on. And we're coming to you live from the Joel Farquhar Berry Center Memorial Studios, live here in... It's sunny. It's beautiful. It's Dayton. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I need to get on to Instagram so that I'm able to
Produce,
yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's just late night. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about sleep, right?
Yeah, sleep. The ever elusive.
Yeah, like, so when I was 40, I made myself stay awake until midnight every night. And as the cruel years have ticked along, I've ever so slowly given myself the leeway to go to bed a little earlier, and a little earlier, and a little earlier every year.
Well, when you wake up to a text message from your daughter at like 9:15, the text message was sent at 9:15. You're like, is it too late? And I'm checking this the morning after. Like, yep, it was too late. I done fell asleep. I'm old.
Yeah,
back when I was 40. I can say that now.
Yeah, I went to Toys R Us my 40th birthday.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about today?
I think I'm going to start with lost shoes.
Lost shoes, okay.
Yeah. You ever lost a pair of shoes?
No, I don't think I've ever lost a pair of shoes.
So,
my mind automatically goes to Chad, drunk on the floor, spinning in a circle, going, "Where is my shoe? Where is my shoe?" But I don't think that's where you were going with this, so I'm going to let you take the wheel.
Yeah. So during COVID, I work from home. I work from home now.
I work out of the house.
I work out of the home. Yeah. There was a period of 3 or 4 days where I had no idea where my shoes were. I had no idea. I could not find my shoes.
You didn't need them.
And I was looking around for them. I was like, where the fuck are my shoes? I'd like to go for a walk or something. And I couldn't find them. I just could not find my shoes. And it was a world in which it was fine. I didn't care if I couldn't find my shoes.
Yeah.
It would have just been nice. Would have been nice to have my shoes, but
because you'd have been walking on broken glass.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, so we built this new pathway to the veranda.
Yes, I saw the stones.
Yeah, and
pavers.
The last one is just a rough piece of limestone. It's just like coral. It's like smooth path, fucking coral.
It really brings the backyard together, though.
Yeah, all the blood stains. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cohesive.
Yeah.
Ties it all together.
We found it when we pulled up all the sidewalk, when we rebuilt the sidewalk in 2015, and the guy was like, "Hey, this is really nice limestone. You should acid etch it and make it into like a mantle or something." We were like,
"No, that's not going to happen." Was that when I helped with that?
Yeah, you did.
Sidewalk thing. Yeah. I remember that, pouring the crete.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah, well, time was of the essence,
right,
if I remember correctly.
Move fast. And the guy was charging us per minute.
Yeah, fucking blocking off the whole street with a big cement mixer, and we're just like, "Oh, here we go, we're making a sidewalk." Yeah.
So, next subject. You know the song "Hello, My Baby, Hello, My Honey"?
Yes, the frog sings it.
Yeah, do you know what it's about?
No, I don't.
They're making fun of a new word.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. I don't know if maybe you had said something this week about that, or if I had stumbled upon that information.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're making fun of hello.
Yeah, because before hello became into popular usage as the greeting for the telephone, you know what it meant?
What?
It was an exclamation of surprise, like hello.
Okay.
Yeah. So although we use it mostly as a greeting now, there are some vestigial usages where you can see like hello.
How you doing? I gotcha.
And
all right, man, I have drank way too much cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to jump out of my skin.
Oh yeah,
this is great.
That's awesome. Tweaking on the weekend.
Tweaking on the weekend, and I just can't take it.
Yeah. Operators were called hello girls.
Hello girls.
Hello girls. Yeah. Telephone operators were hello girls.
Okay.
Which, you know, I guess if you're in your early middle 20s, every girl is a hello girl. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
So I saw this guy at Waffle House. Okay.
You were at Waffle House?
I was at Waffle House.
What were you doing at Waffle House?
I was
drinking a water.
I was drinking a water. They're like, what would you like? Like, this water's fine.
Yeah. It's filling me up. Can I get my water scattered, covered, and smothered, please?
Can I get a little bit of smoke flavor in the water, please?
Yeah, but it's Waffle House, so it won't be hickory smoke. It'll be cigarette smoke.
Right. I saw this dude, and he was there with his lady friend, and he had a mullet. He had polyester pants, a members only jacket, like a floral polyester shirt. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, like, the guy was trying to look like he was from the 80s, right?
Trying or stuck?
No, he was like in his 20s.
Oh, it was a concerted effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
And looking at his clothes were from all over the 80s, though, right? The mullet was from the late 80s. Yeah. The members only jacket was from like 86.
I was going to say mid, yeah.
The polyester outfit was from the very early 80s, a holdover from the 70s, because I don't remember wearing any polyester in the 80s. I lived through the 80s.
I was a big fan, yeah.
Yeah.
Polyester.
I think by the time polyester came, like by the time that I remember buying and wearing clothes, polyester was at thrift stores.
Yes. Yeah, a polyester leisure suit.
Yeah. So you know, like, so these kids today.
Damn kids.
Right. There are young adults who are trying to emulate the fashions of the 80s, but they're trying to emulate it in a way that they don't understand.
Okay, I can subscribe to this line of thought, because the kids nowadays, like, I'm into grunge music and shit like that, and they have like their Nirvana shirts and stuff. And I think back to when I was in high school and I was listening to fucking Pink Floyd and shit like that. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, and like, I listened to the Doors when I was like 15, 16, 17.
Same.
Did I understand what the Doors meant?
Had no fucking clue.
No.
Nope. It was just, there's a killer on the road.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a poet. Jesus Christ. I had no idea.
Something I did see, though, was I saw, you know, the School of Rock, right?
Yeah, the Jack Black movie.
No, well, there's Schools of Rock. There's actually where they get kids together and teach them how to play an instrument. They give them 15 minutes to learn how to use an M16 and send them off to They teach them how to play. You know, they play music and then they go and do a show. Mm-hmm. And I stumbled on some 17-year-old girl and a bunch of other students of the School of Rock doing Waiting Room by Fugazi. And
got a little verklempt there?
Yeah, I got a little. Yeah, it was touching. And there were a bunch of people talking shit, which pissed me off, right? And she was like, hey, you know, I was 17 in this, and I learned it because I had found Fugazi, and I thought they were amazing. And it turned me on to this whole genre of music that I had no idea existed. Mm-hmm. And And that's probably the most uplifting thing that I've seen on the internet in the last 5 years.
5 years.
5 years, yeah.
That's quite a swath.
Yeah. I mean, usually I just doom scroll and make up funny ways to get around content filters. Like, you can't call somebody a dickhead. You have to call somebody Lord Farquaad of the Dickmeisters.
I was going to say Richard Cranium, but is that showing my age?
Yeah.
Yeah? Huh?
No? Maybe?
Yeah.
Like Richard Cheese?
No, Richard Cranium. Like Dick Head.
Yeah.
Just a bad joke.
Yeah, okay. It was a great joke. Shut up. No one talks bad about you except for me.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Yep. And we forgot to remind you at the top of the show, but this is your weekly ADHD content and drop tangents.
Yeah, your source.
Source. Yeah.
We're the source.
We are the source. And we were going to have a guest today, but things didn't work out that well timing wise, and we don't have a guest today. So if you were watching this show today in hopes of seeing somebody other than us, we apologize.
Yeah, I know we get boring. Says the 5 people that watch our show on the internet.
But there's such a dedicated audience, and we love you guys.
My dad was like, "What the hell are you guys talking about?"
That's what my mom says. It's like, I don't get it.
Just watch, it's funny.
Yeah, it'll be funny.
It's funny.
Like, there's you'll get something out of it.
Yeah. So I worked at Speedway.
Yes, you did.
I worked for Speedway for 9 years, and it was a long 9 years. And oftentimes weird things would happen when I worked at the Speedway.
Yeah.
So once upon a time, when I was working, I was an assistant manager, and the only reason that I took the assistant manager job was because somebody took the assistant manager job before me, and somebody who came in to the Speedway and took the job, and I was like, well, I don't want him telling me what to do. He doesn't know me.
That's how most managerial positions are filled.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. It was fucking pride, and you should just do what Marcellus Wallace says to Butch. Take that and swallow it.
Yeah.
Get rid of that pride. You don't need it.
Pride is a motherfucker.
Yeah. But, so I took the assistant manager job, and the store I worked at should have had 2 assistant managers. So we would oftentimes swap in an assistant manager from another store.
Yeah.
So we swapped in this lady, and she was working early shift. I was working late shift because I worked second shift most of the time. And she left this rolled up bag, like a Kroger bag.
Okay.
She came in, she rolled it up. I mean, I didn't watch her do it, but she left it and just left it like in front of the safe. And I'm like, well, that's weird. She left her bag. And I reached in and opened it up. And it was the most obscene porn that I have ever had the experience of. Like grandma gives the best head kind of porn.
Oh God, yeah. Would that be a gilf?
It was like incest grandma porn.
Oh.
Yeah, and thank you. Christina says that's what your wife says too. I don't have context of what she was talking about anymore. Anyway, so she left all this porn, and I'm like, well, I can't just leave it here, because if I leave it here, my manager's going to come in the morning and go, oh, why did Jason leave all this grandma porn?
Yeah, you put on the gloves and you dispose of that.
Well, I didn't throw it away. So I took it back home, and it's when I lived at the 611 house.
611.
And we had 10 roommates.
And I was not one of those.
You weren't.
I get mistaken because of how I'm in the fold, but there were certain folds I wasn't in.
Yeah, you're like a season 3 edition.
Yeah, but it's just such a good fit. You assume that I was there from the beginning.
Yeah, you were. It's like you should have been in season 1. You should have been in the pilot, Troy.
Well, I was in the pilot, but I didn't make it into the first episode. Yeah, because it was fucking me and Adam. And Adam was like, "Hey, there's this really cool guy I met. You should meet him." And I was like, "Okay, let's hang out with him." And it was Chad, and that was when we were. What? Adam was 13, I was 15. I think is how that went. And then later on, when I was 18 and I had moved out, there was a Chad, and I was like, "Hey, I remember you.
Yeah,
I remember you." And now here I am.
So we'll put a pin in the thing I was talking about, and we'll come back to this thing about the porn. We'll come back to that right there. Okay. So
put a pin in the porn.
Right. So I lived on Hazel, right?
Okay.
Which is right behind Van Buren Apartments.
Yeah.
And it's only in hindsight that I realized that I lived like 3 blocks away from Chad, which is weird, right? Like I theoretically, I don't think I was cool enough to hang out with him when I was like 19, when I was like 18, because I was a fucking dumb little jackass.
Little jackass.
Although, if it was 18, he would have still been in Brown County, because he was like a year younger than me.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So you guys were all close. It's weird that we were all so close.
Yeah.
Even back then, even the halcyon days of 1995, 4.
5 and 4, yeah. Man, that was a long time ago.
It was. Okay, so pull that pin out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we took all the porn home, and I opened the bag, and everybody took some porn and passed it around, and we spent a good 5 or 6 hours ridiculing all the porn and talking about how silly it was. And then we got drunk and fell asleep, and I got up at 1 in the afternoon and realized that I needed to go to work. Packed all the porn back up, rolled it back up in the bag, went to work, and the lady was working, and I was like, "You forgot this."
It has been critiqued.
And she was like, so only in hindsight do I wonder if she was trying to set me up.
Ah. You didn't think about it back then, but now you're like, that could have been some shitty shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That was nefarious.
It was nefarious. And also, speaking of nefarious, but also weird and potentially illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was another time when I worked at the Speedway at Wilmington and Vaughan by your house.
Yeah.
I was taking some trash out, and I saw this bag. It was like a big bag full of pornographic magazines that had been scattered and strewn throughout the dumpster. And I went, sealed the bag up, picked it up, and took it back home, right? Because you don't say no to free porn. You don't say no to free porn. And it was a lot of magazines. It was a lot of ho-hum magazines, right?
Yeah. But, you got your high societies and
Biggins and
yeah. What I that's what the ones that my brother had were high societies.
Yeah.
That's why that name stuck in my head.
Yeah, they sold that at Dairy Mart.
I bet they did.
Yeah, but there was a tape. There was one videotape. And
motion.
Well, and I threw it away because it was a voyeur cam of some guy on like the 3rd floor of an apartment taking video of some ladies sunbathing.
Oh.
And I was like, well, that's gotta go.
Yep, that's creep status.
Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, way to ruin a bag of porn.
Yeah, by putting your creeper shit in there. Yeah.
If you're gonna throw away porn, you gotta remember you cannot put weird shit in there too.
You can't put weird shit.
If you're gonna gift the gift of porn, keep your weird shit out of the gift of porn.
Yeah, we need generally acceptable pornography, not that weird fucking voyeuristic kink shit.
Right. It could be
Not kink shaming.
right. It could be short people on tall people. It could be multicultural. It could be old, young, but not weird, unknown voyeur stuff.
Yeah. If the act of creating it is illegal, don't throw that in the bag.
Don't throw it in the bag.
Yeah, keep that out of the bag.
Put it in a shredder or something.
Yeah. Fucking burn it.
Right.
Yeah, be like a regular person and burn your shady porn.
Yeah. So to keep moving on a variation on a subject.
Okay.
We were driving around and I was thinking about
porn.
Pokemon Go.
Okay, Pokemon Go,
but it's Lions Dens. Right? So you like go to different porn shops. Like,
so this is a highway game.
Well, it could be a highway. Could also be like exotic fantasies. Like if you get exotic fantasies involved.
Oh man, we were walking in the Oregon district. And that's just like, my son can read.
Yeah.
He's 11. Stroke that thing, make it sang. Spring has sprung, it's time to come. Yeah. But hey.
Yeah, it'd be cool though. You like pull up to the parking lot of a Lions Den, get your phone out. You're like, I caught a cockulon. I hope it evolves into a Rectosaurus.
Oh. See, I didn't get to mentally prepare for this like you have.
I haven't prepared for this at all.
Man.
Yeah, what kind of Pokemon do you think that like? Well, what do you think that the brand name?
Bulbasaur would still be the same.
Yeah, it would just have a really tight pair of underwear on.
Yeah. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Ah, there's the Pokemon name.
Yeah.
I have drank way too much caffeine, and here I am going for more.
Flareon might be one too. I mean, depending on
Eevee.
Yeah.
Well, that's an Eevee evolution.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, whatever the Darkyon is. There's a dark and a light that they added in the next gen of Pokemans.
Your Pokemans.
Yeah.
How
many Pokemon did you catch?
How many did I catch?
Yeah.
I didn't catch them all. I know that.
Yeah.
We're talking about the first 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fuck the other 1,000.
Yeah, for real. Man, I mean, like, you can tell what a Pokemon is if you see it.
Yeah.
But naming them, it's out the fucking window after the first 150.
Yeah.
No, I caught a significant amount. I'd have to. Well, I don't possess that cart anymore, so yeah.
I got my red upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have that N64 anymore.
To give you guys some background on that comment, Jason thought it would be really cool to buy a Nintendo 64 with Pokemon Stadium, which was a cartridge that you could stick your Game Boy cartridge into, and you could battle your Pokemon you've been building up over however long on a TV.
Yeah.
And yeah, we played once, right?
Yeah. And you kicked my ass. Pokemon, catch 'em all.
Yeah. That Fearow, level 74 Fearow with a drill peck, unstoppable.
It's weird though because like I had a Gengar, right?
Yeah.
And it had Sleep Dream 8. And I think you won because your initiative was higher than mine. You got the first attack.
Yeah.
And because I think if I would have been able to put you asleep and dreaming at you, yeah, you'd have been out. But I think you got Drill Peck, and doesn't Drill Peck do multiple hits in one?
Oh, Drill Peck is just a blunt force trauma to a Pokemon.
I mean, I'm not talking shit. I mean, you kicked my ass fair and square.
How many fucking years ago was this? This is 20 plus.
Yeah, it was 20. It was 2002. It was that year.
Yeah,
it was that year.
Oh, that summer.
The Endless Summer. Yeah.
Endless Summer.
Yeah, it was a good summer.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, we skated so much.
We skated a lot.
Yeah.
I think there might be a skate thing happening today at Home Avenue DIY.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They've built that up.
Okay.
It's a skate park here in Dayton that's under a highway overpass,
That's awesome.
and they've poured lots of concrete. I've not made it out there to the site, but I follow them on Instagram, and they got a nice little fucking spot going on there.
Yeah. I saw this thing. I sent it to you. The guy, the realtor who skated, who did the rail slide, and he was like trying to shoot a promo for his realtor group,
Okay.
job, and he was like something the realtor skater.
I've seen the news anchor that was a skater,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think I've seen the realty guy.
Well, he was like, "Are you rolling?" And he was like, gave his pitch for his promo,
Okay.
and went in and did the rail slide and was like 50 grind on a pipe,
Okay.
and then his board came out from underneath him and he landed on the pipe, and you heard him go, "Ah!" and that was it. Cut.
Yeah, I'd want to be done after that too.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah, that would suck.
Was he in a suit and everything?
No, he was in a skate up. He was wearing a helmet, like pussies
That's
do.
good. Helmets are good. Helmets are good. I remember the first time I skated a skate park.
Yeah.
It was all concrete, and I was like, "This helmet shit is stupid." But I rolled into the beginner bowl,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
that's why we wear those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helmets aren't for pussies. They're for everybody.
So today's the 18th.
Today's the 18th.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
The 19th.
Do you know what the day after tomorrow is?
Mosh Day.
It's the 22nd. It's 4 days away.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna take you all through that, all up till the 22nd. So just so you know,
I remember.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Just so you know, May 22nd, Mosh Day. You should listen to Anthrax and Megadeth and Slayer. And,
Definitely Slayer.
And Exodus.
Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus. You know.
Oh.
You know the Big Four. The Exodus is one under the Big Four.
Okay.
And you'll note that I'm not mentioning one of the Big Four. Although, if you want to listen to a couple albums by that band, which will not be named, I would recommend Garage Days. Garage Days revisited.
Revisited.
Yeah, Garage Days. There's a couple really good covers. They cover the Misfits on there.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The $5.98 EP. It was the first album they released with Jason Newsted after Cliff Burton died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I have had way too much coffee.
Yeah.
It just hit me. How much longer we got? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You're almost free. You got 2 minutes.
No, well, I'm free right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
You got a pop up? What's your pop up?
Oh, hey, what is this? Pause because you weren't using the app.
What? Are we unpaused?
It still says we're live.
Okay. I guess we paused for a second and then we came back.
Okay.
We're back though.
All right.
And now it's like we're a rap video.
Lavalier mics because we're professional.
Back
now. Thanks, babe.
Oh, you missed Mosh Day. Everybody missed. Did they miss Mosh Day?
I think they might have missed Mosh Day.
Mosh Day.
Mosh Day.
It's a Hebrew holiday. Mosh Day.
Mosh.
Mosh.
It's just
a
fun
weird
to say.
word.
Yeah, it is. Unique New York.
Thank you, Allison. They saw it. They know.
Oh, okay.
They know all about Mosh Day.
Well, Mosh Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Celebrate it any way you can.
Listen to "Caught in a Mosh" by Anthrax.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Allison. Allison's preparing her playlist.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. You can put your helmet.
Dude, that was played last night, and like a couple of songs that are on my like everyday playlist kept getting played, and I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But then you just think about your friends, and you guys all have the same taste in music. Yeah.
Helmet, Prong. If you haven't listened to Prong, Prong's another alt metal band from the late 90s.
White Zombie.
White Zombie, White Zombie.
Oh, yeah. Because we were talking about records last night, and I was supposed to bring over Los Exorcisto.
Yeah.
And I forgot. But yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, it's like gearhead rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to show the belt buckle that I'm not wearing. That would have been weird.
It would just been your hairy belly button.
Yeah, it was just like,
look at that!
Look at that! Hello, everybody! I have a goatee! All right.
Okay.
Well, I think we can end on that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're over.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm talking to my watch. Now it's still listening. Okay, there we go.
If you don't accept this mission,
it will self-destruct on my wrist.
How will I spend my evenings?
Oh no! You're gonna hurt me.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That welcome to the half hour of whatever the fuck.
Right. Welcome to the veranda.
Yes, the veranda. All right. Well, everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week, possibly. Yeah.
Happy trails.
And not that trail.
Yeah. Right.
I'm showing you that.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.